And we're on. Good, I don't know, afternoon by now, ladies and gentlemen, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging in the lounging production office while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I have Zoe right beside me. I might pick her up in a bit. The reason why I came in here is because I have to plug my phone in and I forgot to do that, so I'm going to pause and do that. That's why I'm here. Okay. Because I can't really unplug it and carry it to another room. That wouldn't be right. Okay, I just wanted to come at you and just say something because I've been talking to Judith M. Villeneuve this morning and something hit me, and I've mentioned this before, but I haven't talked about it in a while, I don't think, so I'm going to say it again. I have, extra, I'm lucky, I'm very lucky or blessed or however you want to say it, because I have all these cats surrounding me. No, that's not why. Well, I guess it is. Let me get Zoe before I go on. Are you on there, Go? Zoe, look at the loungers. I hope she's there, and excuse everything in here. I have lucked out because I work from home for the most part, and that leaves me a lot of time to, say, listen to something off the grid or off the beaten path, like the new game that we started a month or so ago. That isn't along the mainstream lines. Like, I don't watch the TV or get, alternative stuff is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. So most people aren't really, they don't have that opportunity, or, they don't want to, or whatever the case may be. But the bottom line is something I discovered a long time ago. For those who've been with me since the late 70s when I started this video series, I used to get all excited over different things, and I would do videos from the porch, which I still do, but I would run outside and say, oh my God, listen to this thing I just heard. There's some people that think the sun's fake and all this. That was a thing, actually. They had showed these patents of Bausch and Lomb making a fake sun, and something about Planet X and Nibiru and all that jazz. I didn't really believe it, but I thought it was fun to kind of let others know about it. It was an interesting rabbit hole journey, I guess you'd say. So, and then there were some other serious things that I really, wished people would look into, but I discovered a long time ago, first of all, don't gallop out to the porch and go on about everything I've looked into, because first of all, a couple times I didn't really research the backgrounds of the people that I was maybe promoting, and so I felt that I maybe had spread some false information unknowingly, unwittingly, or whatever. So what I discovered a long time ago is, not to do that, and then also to realize that I'm not trying to win anybody over to a certain way of thinking. Like, you must believe that JFK was not assassinated by Lee Harvey Oswald alone, or, I'm going to break ties with you, or whatever. But what I wish would happen is that people would at least look into some alternative research, if nothing else, to just expand the way they think about their thought patterns, the way that they process things. And that, I think it just helps you to be more well-rounded in terms of being a little skeptical of, say, mainstream narratives. We'll be a lot skeptical of those, but not necessarily like the media is saying that A is happening, and then you hear in the alternative world that it's really B that's happening. There's more than that. There's, A through Z of different ways to approach a thing. How far back do we go in terms of research? Should we really look into the very, very basics of why, say, the modern scientific method and people that were involved in that are accepted to this day? Could there be people that objected or went against that mainstream guy back in the day and had their own theories, but we didn't follow theirs, we followed the people we still follow today? So I guess the bottom line is, I know that's a little bit confusing and I could have used examples, but I'm probably not going to. All I really want is for people to have, to expand their brains and to examine a situation from as many sides as possible. I think generally things only have so many sides, but you know what I'm saying. Hey, in a snowflake fashion, like there's all kinds of different doodads on a snowflake, so follow that method. So that's really it. So Judy doesn't agree with me on a lot of stuff, and and that's okay. It's okay that she doesn't agree with me on stuff, because she's more than that as a person you don't have to go along with every goofy thing that I might look into in order to have value in my life, I guess is what I'm saying. I do get a little upset, I will say, when people are willfully ignorant and bury their heads in the sand and just sit and listen to ABC News all day, or just believe every mainstream that's ever come down the road. And just ask yourself, like, why are, like, sometimes when a scientist is on the news, they don't ever have another scientist with a different theory or something. It's always just sort of the mainstream, like a scientific establishment, stuff like that. I don't know if I'm making any sense, ladies and gentlemen, but I just thought I'd do a video. I was inspired by Judith M. Villeneuve, Maine, and of course, Zoe. Look at her. I hope she shows up in this, ladies and gentlemen, and excuse the lounging production office. It's, the bed's kind of messy. The rest isn't too bad, though, I guess. All right, I'm done. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging, welcoming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others. Drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. And when I say research, I don't mean, like I might say, I've been looking into Theory X, and it's different than the mainstream, and I tell a friend about it, and the friend's like, I'll look into it, and they do a Google search and go to the first one. Well, the first result of Google, is it really going to be anything different than the mainstream? No. And then you're called like a conspiracy theorist, and people clutch pearls, and, people are very cozy in their own paradigms, and it is extremely difficult to step out of one. Believe me, I've done it repeatedly. It's not tremendous, but I'm glad I did it. Okay. Bye. Love you. Off to Deadline now.